And Lillardale in the market at 4-1 from 11-4. Castle Walden chose the favourite, 9-4, opened up 11-4, and Acarine is 7-2 from 4-1. GA a 6-1 chance, opened up at 5s, and Sam Da Vinci on the drift out to 8-1 from 6s. Brunton Park steady on the 10-1 spot, Perhaps Lucky and General Chandos both on 12s, and they're all quoted.
Keith Brown, I can see now, just going over to his rostrum. So they start with their backs to the water. And I think any moment now they'll be coming under starters' orders.
Wait in front, wait in front, wait!
And indeed they are under orders now.
Come on!
And they're on their way. And so as they set out toward the first of the 19, Perhaps Lucky the grey, one of the first to go on. Lundale right on terms with him on the left of the picture, Acarine. And so they're at the first fence. Lundale and Perhaps Lucky, the first two over, being followed by Acarine, then towards the far side, GA. GA is then being tracked by Sam Da Vinci, the white colours with the cross belts. Then comes Castle Warden and the back marker, Brunton Park, and Brunton Park's got one in front of him, and that is General Chandos. And so they now start to make that bottom turn for the first time. And as they do so, Kevin Mooney is Lundale in the lead, being followed then by Perhaps Lucky. Then just in behind them comes Acarine, GA towards the far side of Castle Warden on the near side. Sam Da Vinci comes next, and then comes General Chandos, and out of picture is Brunton Park. So they've jumped the first two of the 19, and they're now going towards another plain fence before they come towards another ditch. Lundale continues to make it from Perhaps Lucky, Acarine, Castle Warden now pulling himself up into the picture, and then comes Sam Da Vinci. And so as they come over that one, Brunton Park was the last to jump it. And so Castle Warden, who made an early exit last year, has now got over the opening fences. They come now towards the ditch. Lundale the leader, Perhaps Lucky, Castle Warden towards the left. Then comes Sam Da Vinci right up on the outside, the green with the white, that's GA. Then comes Acarine, General Chandos, and Brunton Park. Another plain fence in front of them, fence number 5. All safely over that. Brunton Park continues to bring up the rear. And so running down now towards another fence before they start to make their way into the straight. Lundale now been joined by Castle Warden. Then comes Perhaps Lucky, GA, Acarine, Sam Da Vinci, and then comes Brunton Park. And so quite a long run before they come back towards the straight. And the order continues to be Lundale in the lead, being tracked then by Castle Warden, Perhaps Lucky in third, with GA on the far side. Lying in fifth is Acarine. Acarine is just in front of Sam Da Vinci. And the last two now are Brunton Park, who's now past General Chandos. Now moving into the straight with just 2 miles still to go. And as they do so, Lundale the leader, the grey Perhaps Lucky on the near side, Castle Warden on the far side, and then comes Acarine. So that's the leading four over there, closely followed by Sam Da Vinci, GA, and then comes General Chandos with Brunton Park showing on the near side. Up towards the next plain fence, still Lundale with the advantage, Perhaps Lucky, Acarine, Castle Warden on the far side. They're just in front of GA and Sam Da Vinci. General Chandos on the far side, just a back marker with Brunton Park just in front of him on the near side. This will be the last fence next time round, and Lundale has made every inch of the running, still in command, now being joined by Acarine. And then on the near side, Perhaps Lucky being tracked by GA. Then towards the far side we have Castle Warden and Sam Da Vinci, and that 6 is then about 3 or 4 lengths in front of Brunton Park. Meanwhile, trailing the field as they go now towards the water is General Chandos. Lundale, therefore, has been in the lead right from the first circuit, which they're now just about virtually completed. From Acarine against the rails, then comes Perhaps Lucky, Castle Warden, Sam Da Vinci, GA, Brunton Park, and then comes General Chandos. And so, having jumped the water, the race now towards fence number 11. Well, Derek, at this stage, Lundale is at the head of affairs. We wonder if he's going to be there when he comes home.
That's the $64,000 question. I don't think Kevin Mooney had actually any say in the matter, because he's such a keen sword. He's very keen to get on with it, and he's really beginning to stretch them. And I'm just looking at the favourite, Castle Warden, who is in 5th place, and there's a gap of 4 to 5 lengths opening between the favourite and the 4 in front of him as they turn right-handed. Certainly the horse at the back of the field, General Chandos and Brunton Park, are finding this a bit hot, but Lundale is loving every second of this. Perhaps Lucky is giving Peter Hobbs a superb ride, But watch for that horse. Anything could happen with that horse. He's only stood up once in his last 9 outings, and he's won. And look at Acarine, the horse we heard had been working well. He is going well behind them. But Tom Morgan now beginning to niggle a little bit on Castle Warden, and he's got a bit of ground to make up, John.
Yes, another lucky race for Castle Warden. As we say, he's run in it before, and although he's got this far this time, at the moment he's got a lot to do, as we see Loondale just towards the left, and then comes perhaps Lucky towards the centre. They're being followed over by Sam Da Vinci, then comes Acarine, Castle Warden, GA, then Brunton Park and General Chandos. And they're running now towards the next, another plain fence, and as they do so, this is fence number 15. Perhaps Lucky sticking to Loondale. These two are followed over by Sam Da Vinci, Acarine and Castle Warden. And so they've got about half a mile still to go. As they run now, it's Perhaps Lucky, the most unlikely leader at this stage, and he's over that safely. He's fallen so many times in his life, but he's got the advantage now from Loondale. Sam Da Vinci now looks a real danger, looming up on the far side. Then in fourth place is Acarine, Castle Warden, as I look back, the other stragglers, and that's Brunton Park GA. And so they now make that bottom turn for the last time, and it's Perhaps Lucky in the lead, and probably leading up to his name of Perhaps Lucky, because he has the advantage from, in second place, Loondale. Then comes Acarine on the inside, Sam Da Vinci on the outer, and Castle Warden still got plenty to do as they now start to head for home. So Perhaps Lucky in the lead. Loondale, Acarine coming there with a challenge on the near side, just in behind the two leaders. Castle Warden now improving. They're running now towards the second last, and as they do so, Castle Warden now beginning his run, but Loondale now just getting the better of Perhaps Lucky, but Castle Warden right there with a chance. Acarine also in with a chance. They have one to go as they come inside the final quarter mile. Tom Morgan now ready, rousting Castle Warden on the far side. Perhaps Lucky still holding his pitch. Acarine right there. Loondale has got a lot to do because he's now coming under pressure, and they're now at the final fence. It's Acarine who's got the advantage. So Acarine now takes it up as they start to run for home with about 150 yards to go. Acarine staying on well, staying on bold as they come up towards line. Acarine is going to win the Charisma Gold Cup. Second place, a very tight thing. Perhaps Lucky just getting the better Castle Warden. Then comes Loondale, and Sam Da Vinci now comes in fifth. And as I look back, General Chandos was a faller out in the country. GA now comes out to finish, and so Brunton Park. And so there is a surprise win there for Acarine, the 12-year-old, owned by Mrs. P.W. Harris, trained by her husband Peter, and ridden by David Skyrme. Has really got the better of the fight over the final two fences, and once he was leveled out on the flat, really stayed on well.
Second, number 12, Perhaps Lucky, 20-1. And third, number 3, Castle Warden, the 15-8 favourite. Take returns win 430, places £2 exactly, 390 and 150. And the dual forecast paid £115.80 and 8 rounds.